Together this morning following the passing of our late sovereign, Queen Elizabeth II. Our sadness at this time is shared by people across the globe as we remember with affection and gratitude the lifetime of service given by our longest reigning monarch. But the basis upon which our monarchy is built has ensured that throughout the centuries the crown has passed in an unbroken line of succession. Today's ceremony marks the formal proclamation to the people of South Molton at the beginning of our new King's reign. On Saturday, the Accession Council met at St James's Palace to proclaim our new sovereign. The flags, which had flown at half-mast since the Queen's death, were raised briefly to their full height to mark the start of His Majesty's reign. The Accession Council also made an order requiring all High Sheriffs to cause the proclamation to be read in the areas of their jurisdiction. The High Sheriff of Devon discharged that duty yesterday, and now, with my humble duty, I will shortly invite the Mayor of South Molton to bring the words of the proclamation to the people of our town. The proclamation of the new sovereign is a very old tradition which can be traced back over many centuries. The ceremony does not create a new king. It is simply an announcement of the accession which took place immediately on the death of the reigning monarch. In an age where modern methods of communication convey news around the world in an instant, the proclamation is no longer the means by which people learn for the first time that they have a new monarch. Today, however, is one of the first occasions when communities have an opportunity to come together and reflect on the moment in our nation's history when the reign of our longest-serving monarch came to an end and our new sovereign succeeded. I now have the great honour and privilege of inviting the Mayor of this ancient town to read the proclamation. Ladies and gentlemen, Councillor Locke.
Whereas it hath pleased Almighty God to call to His mercy our late Sovereign Lady, Queen Elizabeth II, of blessed and glorious memory, by whose decease the crown is solely and rightfully come to the High and Mighty Prince Charles Philip Arthur George. We therefore, the Lords spiritual and temporal of this realm, being here assisted with these her late Majesty's Privy Council, with representatives of other members of the Commonwealth, with other principal gentlemen of quality, with the Lord Mayor, Aldermen and citizens of London, do now hereby with one voice and consent of tongue and heart, publish and proclaim that the High and Mighty Prince Charles Philip Arthur George is now by death our late sovereign, of happy memory, become King Charles III, by the grace of God, King of this realm and of her other realms and territories, head of the Commonwealth, defender of the faith, to whom her lieges do acknowledge all faith and constant obedience, with hearty and humble affection, beseeching God, by whom kings and queens do reign, to bless this royal Prince Charles III with long and happy years to reign over us. God save the King.
God save the King.
I now pass you back to the Reverend Doctor for our second prayer.
So rejoicing in the accession